Why do you think the fucking Epstein went from, oh, this is bullshit, it doesn't even exist, to this and this, to all of a sudden it's getting released? That happened because of public pressure. They fucking work so hard to create the divide between the cultures that are American. Okay, this is why they tell black people that whitey's the problem. And they tell white people, oh, black guy's the problem. And they fucking create all this shit. Why would they spend so much money and so much time and so much energy convincing the Americans that they were enemies of themselves? The whole entire reason is because we are far more powerful than we even understand that we are, and they know it.
All right, that's a big claim. And whenever someone says they are doing this, it already draws a conclusion. It assumes intent, coordination, and a clear villain. It doesn't automatically make it wrong, but it does mean we should slow down and think critically instead of emotionally agreeing or disagreeing. Because once we accept the frame that there's somehow a hidden group engineering division, we've already stepped inside a specific narrative structure. And what his point reminds me of is a very powerful metaphor. When you put 50 red ants and 50 black ants into the same jar. And if you leave the jar alone, nothing happens. They coexist. But if someone comes up and violently shakes that jar, chaos erupts. The red ants start attacking the black ants. The black ants start attacking the red ants. And in the middle of that panic, no one asks the most important question. Who shook the jar? And there's a deep psychological reason for this. When emotion spikes, fear, anger, outrage, our ability to critically think halts. You go into a threat response, fight or flight, and we look for something concrete to blame. It's usually something visual, and it's something different than what we're familiar with. And that's where conflict escalates. When tensions rise socially, politically, or culturally, are we reacting to each other? Or are we pausing long enough to examine the structure of what's actually happening? High emotion narrows perception, and narrowed perception makes simple explanations feel very satisfying. But performance, real mental performance, requires the ability to zoom out when everyone else is zooming in. Before you pick a side, before you amplify outrage, ask yourself, am I reacting to another ant, or am I asking who shook the jar?